North Korea says it will conduct another nuclear test at a time and place of its own choosing. What it's not saying is anything about backing down in the face of growing international pressure. Correspondent Benjamin Hall in London tonight has that part of the story. Good evening, Benjamin.
Yeah, good evening, Brett. Well, yes, many people now just waiting for this next nuclear test. The North Koreans themselves have said they're going to carry one out. Satellite imagery suggests they've been preparing one. But what happens next is anyone's guess. Pyongyang still defiant today as it warned of a nuclear test at any moment and any place in the face of what it calls U.S. aggression and hysteria. And the rogue state continues to provoke, trying but failing to successfully test a missile on Saturday, which saw it break up less than 15 minutes after takeoff. Over the weekend, President Trump reached out to numerous allies in the region, coming under fire for inviting President Duterte of the Philippines to the White House, following reports of his human rights violations. Others see it as a necessary compromise.
The United States needs these allies in Asia to cooperate with respect to North Korea, with respect to China and the South China Sea, for example. And so it's that classic sort of attempt to balance the strategic issues of importance to the United States against some of these issues like human rights and so on and so forth, and the unsavory aspects of our allies.
Japan is also playing an increasingly significant role, dispatching its biggest warship to the area. The helicopter carrier Izumo is heading to refuel and resupply the USS Carl Vinson strike group, which the North Koreans have threatened to destroy, though they're not thought to have the capability to do so. North Korea has also been threatening Australia with a nuclear attack, accusing the Aussies of blindly and zealously towing the US line. Today, the Prime Minister responded at an event to commemorate US and Australian cooperation in World War II.
Together, we're taking a strong message to North Korea that we will not tolerate reckless, dangerous threats to the peace and stability of our region.
But still, the key is China, which remains responsible for 90% of North Korea's trade, around $951 million in 2015. Yet there remain sticking points. The THAAD anti-missile defense system's deployment in South Korea is a major concern for China, which believes its powerful radar will be able to monitor its missile capabilities and undermine its nuclear deterrent. And China continues to build islands in the South China Sea, which the Philippines claims as theirs, meaning President Trump will have to carefully navigate regional politics. And over the weekend, Mike Pompeo, the CIA director, visited South Korea on an undisclosed visit, apparently to talk with the National Intelligence Director of that country. But what we're also seeing is a two-pronged approach from the White House. Not only are they showing their military might with the USS Michigan submarine and the USS Carl Vinson strike group, but also a gathering together of allies like Thailand, Singapore, Japan, Australia, South Korea, to put pressure not only on North Korea, but also on China, who remain the key to much of this. Brett?
Benjamin Hall in London. Benjamin, thank you.